Okay, fans of Magic the Gathering, get ready for a rough ride. Get ready to take one for the team, because this is going to be one of those videos that you are not going to forget. This is your top 10, the hottest selling cards in Magic, but really, is it the top 10? Because this isn't a video that I really recognize this week. Hi everyone and welcome back. MTG Moxman here, and thanks again for hanging out with me on my channel today as we go over the top 10, the hottest selling cards in Magic. And I gotta be honest, it's kind of a crazy ride this week. So if you're new to the channel, if you like my content, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bells, and of course, if you want to support me in another way, go ahead and use my TCG Player affiliate link. It's found in the description of this video. Alright, Ardent Plea comes in at number 10 once again. It was at number 10 last week and it holds on to the spot, but this week it's only 409 sales. That's a total sales volume of only $5,521.50. This thing saw a massive uptick in usage over the last week and a half since the banning announcement, which is amazing for this card to see so much gameplay and so much interest in this card. But at the same time, it went off as number 10 last week, and this week the sales just drop off like a cliff. It's like nobody in Magic the Gathering wanted to open their wallets and spend any money this week. And guys, considering this is your number 10 card, there are reserve list sales that can match this in a given week. So it's kind of insane to see where this week is actually going. Let's keep going down the tunnel of terror. Stay with me here, guys. Now we're going to check out the number 9 card. Now, this is Gaia's Gift, and this is from the Brothers War. That just shows you where we're going this week. We are all over the map. This is number 9 with 521 sales. This thing has an average price tag of 50 cents, guys. And that means our total sales volumes on those 521 sales is $260.50. This is the card taking the number 9 spot. Now, I'm not sure where the market went this week in MTG Finance. I don't know where players are putting their money, what they're squirreling away. But honestly, you can draw conclusions from these sales that players right now are really not buying Magic cards this week. This is a week that I have not seen since I started doing the top 10 videos. This is the place you guys come to find out what cards are selling the most in volume, and the volume just seems to have dried up. It looks like the river has run dry on singles. Crazy. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our next card. Now here we are, which is Tavar's Stand. Now this is Phyrexia, All Will Be One. This card has an average price of $1.62 per copy, and considering the age of the card, I mean, the fact it's been around this long and making the top 10, it's pretty respectable to have 632 sales at this point. It's not an expensive card, but it does still see quite a bit of play. Now, the value of the card has been kind of just meandering along the river here. It's not going up, not going down, but it does see quite a bit of gameplay. It's an instant card for a green and an X, and it says target creature you control gets +X/+X and gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. That's a pretty nice little ability to have. It's nice to use as an attack or a defense, or just you don't want your creature leaving the battlefield, you got to give it some indestructible love. That is definitely the way to go around it. But man, looking at this market, guys, as we go down this journey together, it looks like we're going to the 7 layers of you-know-where. This is getting nutty to me. Let's go ahead. Let's stop it at number 7. Let's forget it. It's going to get better at number 7. It has to get better for number 7, because this is the deck of many things, Adventures in Forgotten Realms. Now, this card has seen a massive surge in popularity over the last couple of days. Now, the average price is $8.98, 770 sales, which is great for a card that's this old. $6,914.60. Now, of course, the deck of many things, I mean, Adventures in Forgotten Realms, great. I mean, I had a blast playing the set. I think the cards were underpowered. This thing's seeing a bit of an uptick for obvious reasons. You guys probably read the articles about it. I like the card. I can't believe it's on my list. I can't believe this card is here with those sales volumes. All the respect and love to people who bought it. It's just blowing my mind looking at it. So way to go, Dungeons and Dragons. Way to go, Forgotten Realms, being around here again. You deserve to be on this list. Where's old Gnawbone? Where's old Gnaw? Bring old Gnawbone back. Give me some other ghoul dragons. Give me some cool stuff for Mini Mox's dragon deck. Forgotten Realms. We got to go back there. They got to do a better D&D set. I don't have anything else to say about that card. It's fine. I just can't believe it's on the list. Now, Tamiyo's Safekeeping. All right, this is Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. It comes in at number 6 with finally, we're almost at 1,000 sales. 998 sales for $1,487.02. Now, anyone want to raise your hand in the back of the crowd there and explain to me? Whoa. Guys, the market reacting this way tells me either people are saving up for Modern Horizons 3 and Bloomborough, or we have just players disinterested in buying cards right now. Or let's face it, life is hard right now and people don't have the money to spend to buy the cards they want to buy, so they're just not buying right now. They're doing something else with their money. Either way, Tamiyo, number 6, awesome card. Let's go ahead now. Let's drop down. We're at number 5, the Novice Inspector, and this is Murders at Karlov Manor. This card's actually a pretty good card. Coming in at number 5, 1,009 sales, $272 in sales volume is next to nothing. But when you look at the card, it's a 1 white for a 1/2 human detective that says, when Novice Inspector enters the battlefield, investigate. Create a clue token. It's an artifact with 2, sacrifice it and draw a card. I like it, okay? This is a decent card, decent ability. It's still kind of vanilla in its power level, obviously, but this can get stuff done. I understand why people are playing with it and using it, because being able to draw a card when you really need it is important, but also it can trigger things that require artifacts to be on the battlefield, and it comes in for free, which is nice. You just put the card out, pay your 1 mana, and you get your clue token. That makes perfect sense to me. I mean, it's a great card. I can see it seeing a lot of play in Standard right now, so that one, of course. Yeah, that one I'm up with. I'm up with that. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the number 4 card. We did say number 4. I'm getting lost in the rhythm today. Number 4 is Swords to Plowshares, and of course, we're coming from Fallout. I am not fond of this particular artwork for Sword to Plowshares. The artwork is amazing. But Swords to Plowshares for me is like the whole farming thing. I guess these things could have been deadly fighting robots and they've been retired. It just doesn't see the same kind of action in my mind as I would like it to. Do you remember, what was that movie with the guy from RoboCop back in the day? Screamers? Screamers, where the things go through the ground and they're like machines that attack humans and stuff. That's what they kind of remind me of. So maybe, you know what, maybe I can change my mind. It's got 1,083 sales, $1,126.32 in sales volume for only $1 average. I'm going to take it back. I mean, you know what? Maybe this does suit the card now that I'm thinking of it as some retired robot. Yeah, my mind will play with that. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 3. Now, number 3, we are still here in Fallout, okay? We are still in the Universes Beyond Fallout. And in this case, it's Lightning Greaves from the Universes Beyond. I like the artwork on this one. Equipped creature has haste and shroud. It's the Lightning Greaves. It's an amazing card. Sees commander play exclusively all over the place. 1,102 sales. Like, I'm not sure what they were thinking there, but when I look at this card at $4.97 on average, that's $5,476. This at least is all starting to add up to something. But these sales are still phenomenally low, and the market obviously is in some kind of transitionary period right now, which means prices are going to probably be going down a bit in the next week or two, because seeing this low of sales means people have got stock of cards sitting on their shelves and sitting in their display cases. So that's number 3, though. I do like this artwork. I just picture a guy like a Robotech guy jumping over a building. I like it. All right, let's go down. Let's take a look at the number 2 card this week. And again, the rest of these cards, just so you know, are definitely going to be in the Fallout. Okay, Fallout Universes Beyond. Here we have the Swiftfoot boots, which is like old roller skates. Okay, I can go with this. 1,240 sales from the 15th. And you can see here, guys, that when I look at this particular card, the roller skates kind of gets me. $1.78 per copy here, and you can see $2,207.20 is not a big sales volume in terms of numbers or in the price tag of the card, but that doesn't mean that players aren't seeking out the artwork or seeking out the card because it's cheap to add to a commander deck. People are always building new commander decks. It's always something they like to do, but this thing used to have a lot of play even in Standard back in the day. I still use this in some kitchen table matches I play with some of my creatures I try to keep alive, so I like the card anyway. But we waited long enough. You've gone down this journey of like fire and brimstone, of lack of sales, and we're going to make it to the number 1 card. And this week's number 1 is Pick Your Poison from Murders at Karlov Manor. It's seeing a bit of an uptrend, and you can see here it had 1,290 sales this week, or a total sales volume from the 15th to the 22nd of $1,186.80. That's still a really low sales volume, but I did have that conversation with a lot of you. explaining that this card, it's going to see a lot of play. It doesn't have to be an expensive card. It's going to be bought because it does so much. It has so many options available to players and so many connecting cards that are going to make it far more playable in the next 2 years than people realize. So I actually am telling you now, the Moxman recommends buying a playset of 4 if you're playing any in-house standard games, or if you just want to get a few now. Artwork's fine, nothing fancy, but buying 4 for $4 makes perfect sense to me in case it actually goes up later on. It's something to just follow through on. Don't forget to buy your 4 copies, using my affiliate link, of course. Now let's get to the wrap-up of today's video. Well, I'll be honest, it didn't take a lot of time to count the video this week and get all those card numbers together because the numbers were so low. And I started having to reach out and look further along to try to find cards that had a big, huge chunk of sales volumes, and they just aren't out there. The market right now is in a transitionary period where we are not buying a lot of singles. We are not buying high-powered cards like Sheoldred the Apocalypse. We are not going out and buying Ragavan the Nimble Pilferer. We're not buying the Dockside Extortionist. We're not buying hundreds of copies, which means the overall sales going out to your local LGS, to TCG Player, Card Market, Card Kingdoms, Snowball Castles, and your LGS in your local town, it's just not going off the same way right now. People are putting money away. They are paying down debt. They are doing something else. Whatever they are doing, which of course I'm not aware of what every single person is doing, but something is different this week that we haven't seen since I started doing these videos. So I hope you guys enjoyed the journey. I hope you're as shocked as I was looking at the lack of sales in this week's video. And we'll see what happens next week. It should be a doozy, man. Crazy. I mean, we have Thunder Junction spoilers coming out next week, so it probably will see an uptick as we get more interest as people buy connecting cards for what they think will be the winning combination. So thanks again for hanging out. Thanks for being here with the Moxman. And again, we'll see you guys at the live stream Sunday, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to use my TCG affiliate link if you're shopping for any cards. And I'll see you guys as well for the reserve list top 10 video tomorrow. Oh, it's going to be epic. 11:15 Eastern Standard Time. Or will it be epic? I haven't actually started counting. It's kind of scary. We'll see you soon. The shoutouts, the thank yous, the people that make it happen. Do you know who they are? I do, because they're showing up right now. They're flying through the screen. These are the post-credit scenes. These are all the amazing patrons and YouTube membership members who make this content possible each and every day. I mean, what can we say? I need to get another coffee. I need to get my voice ready, because you know what comes after this? Do you know? Stick around, find out. Holy Cracker Jacks. Welcome back to the Ramble Jamble. What was that? That was not worthy of the Moxman's time. Guys, we're here at the end of the video. I'm going to be honest. I was freaking out thinking I missed something. I double-checked with some people. I dialed it up. No, that's your numbers. They're low. Shoulder the Apocalypse. 15 sales. Like, the sales were so low. Okay, I know it'll get better, but when I see stuff like that just pop up as a blip, remember we've had some really high weeks, but there was a couple of kind of lower weeks? This is beyond those weeks. This is like, how's it going down there in the basement? Can you get some sales, please? Spend some money. It's crazy. But it does let you know how volatile a market can be. Some days there's just not a lot of trading volume going on. And I'll be really interested to know what happens next week. I'm actually kind of excited because I go, it can't be this bad next week, can it? It can't go down from here. We're going to have reserve list cards making the top 10. You could buy a common dark card, like when we had that carnivorous plant show up on the top 10. It's like, oh, it had enough sales to make the top 10. It could happen, people. All right. Thanks a lot for hanging out. Thanks for being here, everyone, and have an awesome day. Because, you know what? It's like pouring snow here in the morning as I'm looking at it right now. I have to go and shovel, and I still think it's going to be a great day to play Magic. Have a great one, guys.